What is up? It's Ish again. Thank you for checking out another one of my videos. Really appreciate the support. Uh, and today I wanted to talk about Nintendo's presence at E3. So Nintendo announced that today, actually, that they will have somewhat of a presence, but not in the actual expo. But I guess they will be doing like a Nintendo Direct kind of video again, which is kind of makes sense because they've been doing it the past few years, which I absolutely love. I think it's awesome. So I'm here to predict some stuff. What I think is gonna happen at E3. You know what we already know. One thing they're gonna showcase, which is Super Mario Odyssey, which I'm really pumped about. I think that game is gonna be really cool. So yeah, number one, what I think they're gonna predict, what they're gonna showcase. Probably some like 3DS stuff first, like the Hey Pikmin game and anything up and coming that might be being released for the holiday season. So we're gonna get some 3DS stuff for sure. Now, on the Nintendo Switch side, I do think they will announce some like Wii U ports to the Nintendo Switch, since I mean it would make sense since Mario Kart 8 Deluxe did so well for them. Um, One of the games I predict that's gonna come out is gonna be Smash Brothers, for the I guess the Wii U version. Maybe like a deluxe or a complete set with all the DLC and whatnot. I think that would make the most sense due to the fact that also they are launching the Cloud Amiibo, the Bayonetta Amiibo, and the Corrin Amiibo as well. So it would only make sense to release that on the Switch as well. I would really love if they actually made like a complete edition with all the 3DS stages and whatnot. That'll be actually pretty sweet. I would love that. So I strongly think that's gonna happen. Maybe we might get Mario Maker 2 as well for the Switch. I mean, that game looks like it would be perfect for on the go and on the Switch, especially since the Switch's screen is touchscreen as well. So kind of makes sense to have that game on the Switch. I'm all for it. I love Mario Maker. I thought it was awesome. Also, I think we might get a surprise or two. I don't know, man. I think they're really pushing the Switch right now, and they're doing it the right way. They did a Super Bowl ad. I saw a billboard on the in New York recently with the Nintendo Switch. It's good. They're doing a lot of publicity for it, and that's excellent. That's what we want. I want them to succeed with this console. I want them to keep the momentum going. So, yeah, I as much as I hope this happens, I really hope this happens. I hope they drop a Metroid on us, like an actual Metroid game. Give us another Metroid, please. I'm begging you, Nintendo. So, I think that we might get a surprise or two. I'm gonna call it and say a Metroid game, and also another thing I think they might announce, maybe a Pokemon game for the Switch. Been hearing rumblings about something called Pokemon Stars. I don't know how true that is. I don't believe everything what I hear on the internet, but it's interesting. I mean, it would make sense to port a Pokemon game on the Switch, which would be cool. What else? Also, aside from the Switch stuff, maybe they might announce like what you call it, the SNES Mini that's been rumored as well. It's been heavily rumored that Nintendo might be releasing a Super NES Mini. Hey, I'm all for it. Sign me up. But I really hope they keep up with the demand, because it sucks that a lot of people who wanted the NES Classic couldn't get it. I'm happy I was able to. You know, it's I waited out online for in the Nintendo World Store, on launch day to get one, and I was lucky to be able to get one. So yeah, I mean, I'm hoping they keep up with the demand, because a lot of people want it. Like I saw people online when I was waiting for the NES Classic, and they were like in their some of them were in their 40s, and they were like, "Oh my god, I need to get this. This is my childhood," and that's the demographic that they want to grab. Like they should want to grab those people and bring them back into gaming. That's great. I think that was awesome to see, that the fact that you have older people waiting online to get something that, it brings them fond memories, and that's what Nintendo's all about too. Like that's why they're so successful in releasing their ports and whatnot. Like people want those games, and if they decide to do an NES, Super NES Mini, that's gonna be awesome. Aside from that, I'm pretty sure they're gonna touch on like upcoming games like Sonic Mania, just off the top of my head. Like the stuff that they mentioned from the previous Nintendo Direct, with all the like a lot of titles coming at us. Like I forgot most of them, honestly, but it wasn't that memorable of a Direct. But yeah, I could see them mentioning those kind of games. Splatoon, I'm sure they're gonna bring up Splatoon too. It's gonna be interesting, but so far I think that's gonna be my predictions. Like a few Wii U ports, maybe some ports like of modern games. Like maybe I'll be shocked if they release like a Final Fantasy 15 on the Switch. Who knows? Maybe. I read an interview on IGN a little while ago, and somebody at Square Enix mentioned that they want to try to be able to port some of their games onto the Switch, which is awesome. Maybe we'll get a Resident Evil game on there. Like, who knows? I think they need to show how powerful the Switch is as well, because you want to be able to get those modernized games, like the games that are out like on PS4 and Xbox One, on the Switch. So they should. I think there might be some of that as well. I'm thinking they're gonna have a big presence. Like they're gonna come out guns blazing. They've been hush. They've been very quiet for the past like 2 months since the launch of the Switch. So here's hoping they knock it out the park. But yeah, so definitely I think we're getting Smash, a complete edition of that. I think we might get a surprise game like Metroid. Definitely some 3DS games, and definitely maybe an announcement of the SNES Mini, if it's true. Start planting the seeds in people's heads now, and make sure people get those pre-orders and whatnot, so it'll make sense for them to announce it at this time. Oh, maybe we'll also get some details on the Zelda Breath of the Wild expansion pass. Maybe we'll get like what's going to be the story-based DLC on the expansion. So I want to see that. I'm hoping they give us some details on that, because I bought the season pass already, and I'm looking forward to the trial with the sword and whatnot, and that challenge. But I kind of want more story content. That's what I really want. But Nintendo hasn't failed with their DLC for the most part. I really liked the DLC in Mario Kart 8 when it was on Wii U. I loved it. Smash Bros. DLC was fantastic, awesome. So hopefully they mention more details about it. All right, so that's about it right now. Hopefully my predictions come true, and then some. That'll be awesome. So yeah, thanks guys for tuning in again. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think. Share your predictions too. I would like to read your comments. I'd love to hear what you guys got to say. All right. Thank you once again. Peace.